What's up, you guys? Excuse me. This is gonna be the twin flame, soulmate, whatever, soul connection, love energy reading for this week. And I'm just gonna get my cards out so I can shuffle. So I use like quite a few different decks. Hope your Friday is going well. I know I'm excited for the weekend. I just want to chill. I just want to lay back. I want to rest. I might go to the carnival or the fair this weekend. I don't know, possibly. My daughter's with her dad, so I don't know if I'm going to go unless she goes, of course. Okay. Alright. What's up, Ronnie? Okay. So I am going to look at your energy first, the viewer. Where are you at this week with this connection? Where's your energy? Okay. What's up, Christina? How are you? Okay, so your energy, where are you? What is your most relevant energies for this week? What is the relevant energies and effects of this week going to be on you? Okay. Oh, this card flew out. This is for all energies. All energies is collective energy, starting with your energy first for this week. Intentions, blocks clearing, lessons learned, expectations, hopes, feelings, thoughts. So this is for the collective, and this is for the viewer first. I'm starting off with your energy and seeing where you are and what is the most relevant energies for you this week within this connection. Okay. Okay. What's up, Rita? What's up, Diamond? Thank you, Rita. Appreciate it. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So I'm starting off with you, the viewer, by the way. I'm reading your energy first for this week and see what the most relevant energies and effects of this connection on you, okay? For this coming week. Okay. Alright. So, first thing, what is the energy that you're putting into the connection this week? So this week you have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, I usually see this as like a runner, like a runner type of runaway bride or runaway groom type of person, or a fuck boy, excuse my language, or fuck girl. But for you, I feel like your energy that you're putting in, it could be that you drop off some love and it's like you leave. So it could be, you know, you're open-hearted to the situation, but it's like, I'm not staying. I'm just coming by to express my love and I gotta go. So it's like you're not sticking around waiting or expecting anything. It's coming in with an offer, but you're going to leave. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like, you know, hey, I just wanted to see how you were, or I hope all is well with you, you know, something like that. And then you go on about your way. I mean, you're not expecting anything in return. It's just like you don't have any exact or specific intentions other than just to, you know, I just wanted to say hello, or, you know, I hope all is well with you. That's what I'm getting. It's a loving gesture. It's not really like a romantic thing. It's, even though the Knight of Cups can be a romantic person, I'm seeing this more as a message of love and possibly healing involved or spiritually guided. So I feel like that's the energy you're putting in this week. And that comes from a place of healing too. Like you're healing, or you've healed in some aspects, so you're okay with expressing how you feel. Could be that you're dropping off some love to this person too. As far as your present energy, where your energy is most dominant this week, is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like there's some things that maybe you've put off to the side due to this connection, and you're picking those things back up again. Or it could be you starting to focus on your well-being and doing more inner work and grounding, you know. I also get that maybe there's some like business or business or financial opportunities maybe that you're focused on, or there's like a craft that you've been working on and you're putting more focus back into that. Um, that's what I feel. That's what I'm getting. And it's been a long time coming. It's like, because he's put this on the back burner for a little bit. And it's like now Spirit is directing him to start working. So that's where you're at. You're like this guy here. He's looking at all of the coins. He's looking at everything that he's worth and everything that he wants to obtain. And it's like, I'm going to start working on this again. And it could be the connection of the relationship. But I really feel like this is more so of a self thing. I don't know, it's the energy that I'm getting. With the past is relevant to your current energy. You have the Knight of Swords. So it could have been like you've heard some advice. Could be directly with this person, especially if somebody is a, I don't know if it's someone that, sounds funny. I don't know if this is someone who is your, partner or soul connection, if they're an air sign. It's possible that something that they said kind of sparked this inspiration, like, you know what, I need to get back into the groove of my thing. I need to start doing things for myself. And then something else I get, like someone that's like a wise individual, could be a masculine energy, like a male, or it could be a woman who's got a strong presence, I feel like, that might encourage you to start working on yourself again. Okay, for some of you it's your mother, I hear, like your mother, or like an aunt, or someone like a best friend, or someone that's like honest and truthful with you. They don't sugarcoat things with you, and it's like it sparks something, like, you know what, yeah, I need to get back to doing me again. Or this person's very ambitious and they know what they want, so yeah, they inspired you, whether they inspired you or they triggered you a little bit to get back into your own thing and start working on your personal business. What are your intentions with this connection and this person this week? You have the Hierophant. I feel like your intentions are to stay committed to you, but at the same time there is a commitment to this connection also, because there's two people here. So it's, yes, I'm connected to me, but it's also you dedicated to this connection. And it might not be so much like to the person itself or themselves, but I feel more so like committed to the spiritual aspect of it and what it gives to you, how it feeds you spiritually, because this is a spiritual energy. The Hierophant is spiritual, so you're dedicated to it. Be careful not to be dedicated like it's a religion, but if you're taking it and to an extent that it's like helping you spiritually evolve and know where you're going, that's your intentions this week. And that's a major arcana card. So Spirit is, I feel like Spirit is like, go ahead, like that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's how you're supposed to see it, I feel. Okay, so what are your blockages and things that need to be cleared? You have the Ten of Cups. So I feel like what's blocking you and what needs to be cleared, the blockage could be that you don't believe that whatever it is in your heart, whether it's this, okay, whether it's this connection that you have these high hopes for and you see it as this big dream, because the Ten of Cups can be that wish fulfillment that you actually get to experience and feel, but at the same time it's not quite like the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like, it's real, it's happening, and it's long lasting, longevity, happy ending. This could, you know, it could be a momentarily happy ending, but I feel like the clarity that you're seeking is, what do I really desire? Can I actually obtain it? Because the blockage may be that you don't believe you can actually have what you want, that you can't manifest all of your desires and your goals, whether it's this or any other thing in your life that you want for yourself. So it could start from a childhood thing where it's like your parents, and they might not have meant any harm by this, but sometimes parents tell us like, we don't need any more singers, or, you know, you're not going to make it off being a dancer or something, and it just kind of like, just lowers your dreams, and And so you carry that energy with you in your adulthood, and it's like anything that your heart is set on, you're like, well, it might not be realistic, because let's face it, like, how many people have achieved this, or that's just too far out there. So you have that complex, like, I can't manifest what I want. So that's a blockage. But get clear on if whatever it is that you really want is ultimately going to bring you longevity, happiness, and contentment. Okay. So what lessons are you learning or have learned? You have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you've learned that not everything that what you want is what's best for you. Okay? Not everything that glitters is gold. You might have gotten some short-term happiness with some things that the connection has brought you, or the person in the connection has given you. And it's kind of like, I was happy for the moment, but it really wasn't what I wanted, or I thought I wanted this in life, but that really didn't bring me fulfillment. So I feel like what you're learning or will learn this week is that not everything I wanted was really of my highest good or what I really want. I think it might have come from a place of settling. Some of us settle for things in life because we think this is the only thing we deserve, and we don't reach higher. It's very rare that people reach higher for their dreams. There's only a few amount of people in this life that will say to themselves, you know what, F what everybody else says, F what my parents said, everyone else around me, I'm going to go get this. Some people just say, you know what, this is what's easy, this is what's best, I'm going to settle for this. So I feel like there's a lesson in that. As far as your expectations, what are your expectations? You have the Three of Pentacles. Your expectations is teamwork. I feel like it's coming from a stable place. It's not like the Three of Cups where it's all frivolous and let's play around. This is like, let's get down to work. If I'm working on this connection, I'm working on myself, well, I expect there to be someone here. It's like you feel like you're all by yourself. What you don't realize is that when you're working on yourself, the other person has no choice but to, because it's like the mirror effect of that person and the connection. They have their own thing that they're learning from you, and there's a third energy that you can't see, and that's divine spirit. So you're not actually working alone. There's actually teamwork. It just might not be in the way that you want it to be. You expect it to be a specific type of teamwork. Like, if I'm doing this, and that means you got to do that. But in a way, spirit sees like, no, this is what we're going to do, and that's what this person is supposed to do. You do what you're supposed to do, because everybody has their own assignments. It's like, if we're all working in a factory and everybody is like doing the same thing, then, well, who's gonna do the next phase of that project? Like, if we're all sitting here designing the clothes, and who's gonna sew them? Everybody has their own part in the factory, in the project, you know what I mean? And then there's the head that you can't see, the person that has the goal and knows the sets and the time frame, when we go to work, when we go to break, how many things we need designed or made. So that's that head person that you can't see, and that's spirit. You and this other person, they got their own thing they're supposed to be doing, and you got your own thing that you're supposed to be doing. But at the end, it's creating something at the end. Okay. Hopes and fears, the Wheel of Fortune. So hopes and fears are one and the same. I always use this example. So let's say I don't want to be late to work. Obviously, that's your fear, but your hope is you want to be on time to work, right? So your hope and your fear is one and the same. The Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, we know that everything is under divine order. It's destiny, it's fate, it's the flow of the universe. Things that we can't change sometimes. It's under divine order. So I feel like the fear here is that whatever is going on in this situation, that it's going to be stuck in the same cycle. But how can that be when the Wheel of Fortune, it changes cycles? It doesn't stay at that same spot. It turns. So I feel like your fear is like wherever you're at within this connection, or wherever you're at within yourself because of the connection, it's like, I don't know if it's ever going to change. I don't know if I'm going to get out of this, but you know better. It's like nothing ever stays the same. So if you're in a misfortunate situation, obviously you want things to turn around. You do want something fortunate to come of this. It's like you believe that something about this connection is not only just divine, you know, everything is divine, but you feel like something about this connection, either you're waiting for a reward, or you feel like you're promised something. There's got to be a prize with this, you know, in the end. Even if that means me and this person stay together, or we come together, or we don't, or there's something else that I'm blessed with. It's like you believe that there's something on the other side of this. So that's your hope and your fear. As far as like what your feelings are with this person, and the connection, they're not really feelings because they're pentacles. But if you notice, there is water in the back, and it's quite turbulent. So I feel like your feelings come from your outer reality, what you're seeing, because these are pentacles, obviously this is reality. So like what you're seeing on the outside reflects what's going on, how you feel about this person and the connection. There's like a lot of imbalance in your outer world, so it's kind of like, I don't know what to feel about this person. I don't know how I feel anymore. One minute I feel this way, then the next I feel that way. You know, they're showing me something different, and I just don't know what I feel. And it's causing you an imbalance emotionally, where you're back and forth between your feelings and your emotions with this person and with this connection. One minute it might feel good, and the next minute it's like it feels horrible. I don't know what else to do. So it's an imbalance. It can fluctuate between I feel this way, and then the next I feel another way. It's an imbalance of feelings. How you think about this person. You have a wand, so it's not really so much about thoughts, but it could be energy, or it could be an action that shaped how you think about this person. So I feel like what you think about them is that, you know, you're not putting any effort in. It's all me. I've come this far by myself. You're not doing anything. And it goes back to that Three of Pentacles energy again, where you don't know what they're doing, because you have your own expectations of what they should be doing, but Spirit's like, no, they have their assignment that I've given them, and I give you your assignment. So we're all working together. But it's like, well, I'm doing this, and what are you doing? So you think that this person isn't working. You feel like they're not doing anything. So what are the outside influences? The Three of Pentacles again. So the outside influence of this whole energy is like, I'm doing my part. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm dedicated to what I'm doing, but at the same time, nobody's doing it with me. Nobody's working with me. Spirit, what's going on? I'm following divine guidance. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Why aren't they doing anything? That's how you're perceiving it. So the outside influence is that. And Spirit is directing things, whether you see it or not. Things are working in the way that it's supposed to be going. As far as your conclusion, the energy where it's going to lead you is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands, I feel like it's two different energies. I feel like where it could lead you, the conclusion is that either you are going to end up reaching out to this person and telling them how you feel, sharing your heart, which I feel like you are, because you had the Knight of Cups, which is the energy you're putting in, but also healing, I feel, with the Knight of Cups, not just sharing the love, but it's healing within self because of love. And also, I feel like wherever your intentions lie, wherever you set your intentions, because the Eight of Wands, it's an up in the air energy. The wands just go. So wherever you set your intentions, that's where the Eight of Wands is going to land. Just like Cupid's arrow. Wherever your intention, your target is, it's going to hit that target. So that's the conclusion. Wherever you set your intentions, it's going to meet that mark, if that makes sense. So move on to the other person's energy. So I'm going to shuffle. I don't know where my chat went. So these earrings are not business, they hurt. Okay. Okay, so let's see where their energies are in relation to you and the connection. Where is this person's energy? Okay. King of Pentacles. Present, past, intentions, blockages, lessons, expectations, hopes, fears, feelings, and thoughts. Okay. So what are the outside influences? Six of Cups. Okay. We'll see how that works out. Conclusion. What is the conclusion energy for them? Cups. Okay. All right. So the King of Pentacles is their participation. So this person's participation is to focus on themselves. They may be focusing on work. They may be focusing on home, health, and whatnot. So I feel like they're at a place, not that they're self-absorbed. I feel like they're almost at the same place where you are presently, but their energy that they're putting in is self-work. That's what they're doing. This is self-work. This is them actually building themselves up to be the man or the woman that they feel like they should be. That's what they're doing. And that's good. So it's never a bad thing if they're not solely focused on you and you're not solely focused on them, because that means you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're focused on each other all the time, this is what my mentor used to tell me all the time. If you're focused on each other, nothing gets done. But if you're working on your job, your task, the quicker things get done. Okay? So that's what they're doing. That's what the energy they're putting in. As far as like the present energy where they'll be at dominantly this week is the Four of Pentacles. So there's some things that they're still holding on to. They're very stubborn. They're very stuck in their ways too. So it could be that this person is being guided by the divine to release and let go of something that they feel is safe and comfortable, whether it's things about themselves or people around them or something materialistic. If they just feel like, I can't give this up, or I need more money, and you know, they're at a impoverished place, because they could be really focused on work too as a King of Pentacles, and it could feel like, I'm scared because I don't want to lose my position, I got to keep my money going. So they could be very focused on money too. As far as like the past energy that's relevant to the present, they have the Fool. So Spirit has been probing them to release and let go and surrender some things and just trust and have faith. Be lighthearted. Just free yourself of things. You know, he's not carrying much with him. Unlike the Four of Pentacles, he's like holding all this money. He's stepping on him. He's balancing one on his head. So it's just like, I'm not letting go of these things because these have been in my life for a long time. I know, you know, I know these things too well. I can balance them on my head. You know, this is me. I'm standing firm on this. But Spirit is like, you need to surrender. You need to let go. So in the past, they were guided to. I feel like they're slowly getting there. As a King of Pentacles, there is some progression, a big progression here. But there's still some things that they need to let go of. But there has been a leap of faith in some way. Some surrendering that has happened in the past. They did follow divine guidance, I feel. They did follow their heart. And I feel like it was a healing thing for them. Something about the heart chakra. Okay. Something about companionship. They might have had to cut their friendships down a little bit, or just cut the associations where there's not too much activity with some of these friends, and like more internal work and closing out some outside noise could be it as well. Not necessarily like, oh, I'm done with these people, they're out of my life. I feel like it's kind of like cutting down the hangout time or the interaction with some people. This is made for the general week, but of course it can resonate at any time. Okay, so what are the intentions? What are their intentions? The Three of Cups. So their intentions, I feel like, with you and with the connection is, I feel like they do at least want to maintain a friendship for right now. They want to keep the peace, I feel. They are trying to appease more than one person here. It might not just be you, but they're trying to maintain the peace between you and family, friends, possibly if they are in a relationship or dating. They want to keep the peace in these associations, but they want to maintain the friendship with you, I feel, is their intentions. I think they have it twice. They have this card twice. So I'll get into that. They do want to maintain some sort of friendship with you. They want to keep it light. They want to keep it friendly. They want to keep it peaceful. With the Justice card, This represents what's blocking them or their what needs to be cleared as well. So what's blocking them is the Justice card. Spirit's doing whatever is blocking them is spirit. There's some things that spirit's trying to bring balance in their life. They might not be totally honest with themselves or honest with you and others. So spirit is blocking them from certain things. This person may want to connect with you. So keep that in mind. They may want to connect with you as the Three of Cups. That could be a friendly encounter or wanting to meet up or hang out with you or something. But spirit might block them from doing that because they're like I said, this person is trying to appease too many people and trying to make everybody happy. And sometimes when you do that, you're being phony with some people because it's like, I know that you don't like this person, but I'm gonna go behind your back and I'm gonna still be cool with them, not talk bad about you, but I'm gonna dwell in their presence and you knowing damn well that you don't like them and I'm being disrespectful by doing that. So it's like they're playing too many sides, and that's not being authentic. And that goes back to this. I don't want to let too many things go. I don't want to let people down, or I don't want to let people go. And it's like a false sense of security is what they're doing. And spirit, what needs to be cleared is they need to be honest, because spirit's weighing some things accordingly. It's like, what are you doing? It's like they're going to block them from doing certain things. Okay, so don't take it the wrong way if this person is like not responding, or they're not paying attention to you, or they might have made plans with you but it falls through. Know that it's spirit doing it. They can't play that game with people. That's pretty much what spirit's saying. And it goes back to their present energy of being the Four of Pentacles. It's what spirit's trying to show them. The lessons that are going to be learned, or the lesson that's given, is the Chariot. So this week for them with the Chariot card, it's like you can't go your own way sometimes. Like, yes, we have free will, but at the same time, we know in the heart of ourselves that there's something that we're supposed to be doing and things we're not supposed to be doing. And this person knows that they're not supposed to be doing what they're doing, which is playing too many sides, unwilling to surrender and let go of certain things that spirit's guiding them to. So it's like it's halting the progression, not only of the connection, wherever the connection is meant to go, but it's slowing down their progression individually. They're not on board with where spirit's trying to take things. Could just be for the sake of healing, but they're not following with divine guidance. So this is what they're going to learn. Something about their progression, what's holding them back is themselves. They're not following divine order. Okay, it's a major arcana. They have a lot of major arcana cards in their spread. So what are their expectations? Their expectations of you and the connection, the Hierophant. They do expect you to stay around. And you had this card too. So they know that you are dedicated to them in some way. They do believe that there's some depth to this connection. So of course you're not going to go anywhere. It's kind of like when you know subconsciously, like, this person's always going to be my best friend, or this person's always going to be in my life, no matter what happens. I can piss her off. I can piss him off. You know, we can talk bad about each other, but we'll get back and we'll be cool again. That's how this person, you know, sees things. It's what they're expecting from you. They see it from a spiritual standpoint. It's not really like a cocky thing. I feel like it's just something internally, subconsciously, and intuitively that they just know. Their hopes and their fears. Hopes and fears are one and the same. So their hopes and their fears is Nine of Wands. I feel like the hopes and the fear would be that, you know, if I don't do something, this person's just going to drop off. So they fear this, of course. Even though they know you're going to be in their life, I feel like the things that you've been doing, the efforts that you've been putting in, they kind of fear that you'll stop. And if they don't do anything, they fear picking up the wands as well. Because it's like, well, I don't know, like, what do you expect of me? And they know that they're supposed to be doing something on their own, but it's like they're focused on you, and that's not what Spirit's wanting them to do. It's not about you. It's about what they're supposed to be doing within themselves. So their hope, I feel, though, is some direction, that they can, whatever they need to do, whatever they're supposed to participate in, that they will be able to do it. But they're focused more so on you rather than what they're supposed to be doing for themselves, if that makes sense. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is their feelings, which really isn't emotional. It's more like a physical, earthly thing. So their feelings may come from their experience of what's going on in the connection, their outer experience. So their feelings may very well be that, you know, obviously they might realize that you're working. They have some type of awareness that you're working on yourself, or that you're doing you, or that you're focused on work or career, some sort of project that maybe you've forgotten about. They know that that's what you're doing. So they feel like, you know, this person's working on themselves. I feel like, you know, they're doing them, and maybe I should do me too. That's how I feel. What their thoughts are not really thoughts. They're wands energy. This is funny. I think you had this kind of order too. You had a Pentacles and a Wands card as your thoughts and your feelings. I think you did. I don't remember. I forgot that quick. But this is the Seven of Wands, and this is how they think. So their thinking could come from an energy or some sort of action. So they might think for some reason that you are like putting the brakes on them. You don't really want much to do with them. Because you might have put up some sort of energy that's blocking or like defensive, or I don't know if I want to, you know, continue with this, or you kind of put the brakes on something. So they feel like, you know, it's going to be a battle to kind of get involved with you, whether it's be your friend or whether it's carry the connection along or bring peace. They feel like it's going to be hard to break that down. They feel like there's some sort of blockage in, like, with your feelings, like your heart is blocked to them or something, like you just block them out. You don't feel anything. So this is what they're thinking. As far as like the outer influence for them this week, it's the Six of Cups. So the outside influence could very well be like the past of the connection, the times that when things were good. It's kind of like they want to stay focused on when times were good with this connection, or they want to focus on, or the influence is their past, childhood, inner child wounds. And I feel like that goes in both ways, because I feel like you are also being guided to take care of some things from your childhood or things with your parents and them also. But I feel like they're really focused on the past and when things were sweet to them. Maybe like resentful or regretful of not doing certain things that they felt like they should have done. Like kind of like playing a memory in their head, like I should have done this, or I could have done this differently. That type of thing. The conclusion is the Three of Cups. The conclusion is this person is very well going to try to like appease too many different people. And like I said, I feel like they will try to like interact with you on a friend level or like socialize with you in some way. And I feel like it'll be blocked by spirit for some reason. Like you guys might talk, but then it's like something happens and it kind of blocks things from moving past whatever it started up. Or if you were supposed to meet up, something happens. So they have the Three of Cups twice. Alright, I'm going to pull a Romance Angels card as advice. Okay. Let's see. What is the advice for you this week? I have two Romance Angels decks. I should use them, huh? What's up, you guys? What's up, Rochelle? How are you? I'm doing good. Okay. Okay. No. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. With release your ex at the bottom. So there's some things that need to be cleared, and you need to not be so down on yourself and down on this person. It goes back to this energy. You need to forgive yourself. It's like you're beating yourself up. You're too harsh on yourself. But Spirit wants you to stay optimistic. Like, be open to whatever is going to come out of this. Know that nothing is a mistake. Nothing is unfortunate. Everything is happening in divine order as it's supposed to. Everything is a blessing. There's a gift in every experience. So it's like you need to be more focused on the positives though, okay? don't always say, oh, well, that means I just gotta like take the bad, you know, and turn it into good. No, focus on the positives. Stay open and do the clearing that you need to clear this week, because there's some blockages with some heart chakras, I feel, on both ends. On both ends, you guys need to heal your heart chakra. I feel like you should work on your lower chakras as well. But everything looks like it's going in divine order, with the exception that this person is like being stubborn with spirit when they know better. But other than that, they are working more and more towards, you know, on themselves and bettering themselves and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So the Justice card is there for their blockage. So whatever they're doing, spirit is like, they're stopping them from whatever they're trying to do that's out of divine order. So let's just say that. But as far as you, worry about your own homework. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing, because everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Alright? That is the message for this week, you guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this message, that it was helpful, insightful, that it will be beneficial throughout the week for you. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Until next week's reading. Peace. You're welcome, you guys. Peace.